Finally, Baldur's Gate 3 has officially launched on PC, featuring more bear love than you will ever see outside of a furry convention. I'm Tony Shalhoub, star of Emmy-winning TV series Monk, and this is Game Linked. The infamous bear reveal is apparently just the tip of Baldur's Gate 3's thirsty iceberg, with the game's senior writer John Corcoran saying that it's, quote, mainstream, big-budget horny in a way I thought went extinct in the mid-90s. If you plan on playing then, maybe invest in a door lock so you don't disappoint your family.
Bold to assume I have a family.
The game even includes couch co-op on PC so you can Baldur's Gate and chill. However, there are dark skies over Faerun.
Very good.
Good. Any players of the 2020 early access version can't port over their saves because, according to developer Larian Studios, the game is so vastly different that it's just not possible to make the save files compatible. Early access players must also delete and re-download the 120 gigabyte game itself. I mean, at least PC gamers get to play today though? The Xbox version might not come out until next year due to some issues porting to the Series S. Xbox gamers must feel like they went to a kink party and ended up watching all the coats. Mountaintop Studios released an 18-second teaser for their upcoming competitive shooter. And if you've never heard of Mountaintop, it was founded in 2020 by Oculus co-founder, Oculus co-founder Nate Mitchell, and features a leadership team composed of former employees of Double Fine, Valve, Naughty Dog, Riot Games, and Blizzard. Oh, and I'm not done. The staff also includes ex-Bungie and Respawn developers. I wouldn't be surprised if all 9 of the ancient Greek muses were on the team at this point.
Well, actually, wait,
sorry, they're dead?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, Mountaintop says the game is set in a brand new universe inspired by our favorite comics, anime, and manga, and it's a world where players can build a legacy through teamwork and competition. Plus, they basically confirmed that it's a tactical shooter. Okay, so it's a team-based shooter with a unique art style, right? Something completely new, not like Overwatch or Team Fortress 2 or Apex Legends or Valorant, which all happen to be games made by previous employers of Mountaintop staff. Cool. Meanwhile, Microsoft has been selling replacement parts for Xbox controllers, as well as posting step-by-step repair guides. How cool is this? Replacement parts include circuit boards, buttons, top cases, and rumble motors. So if you boomeranged your Halo Infinite Limited Edition Elite Wireless controller after getting bodied by War Chief Asharim, there's still hope for you, which is great. I mean, Microsoft said in 2021 that it would explore helping customers repair their own hardware, and it's so cool to see them keeping their promise. At least, kind of, sort of. YouTuber and repairman The Coder has criticized Microsoft for the design of the solid-state drives in the Xbox Series consoles because they are, frankly, impossible to replace in the event that they die. So you could end up hooped if your console fails and it's not within its 12-month warranty, which would be an especially big problem if you bought an Xbox today with the intention of playing Baldur's Gate 3, because these time periods are not looking good. Oh, speaking of today's totally unplanned title story of Baldur's Gate 3, it's time for an awkward and purely coincidental transition to our
Quick Bits, brought to you by Larian Studios. The team behind the hit CRPG Divinity Original Sin 2 is back again with the long-awaited Baldur's Gate 3. It's based in the Dungeons & Dragons universe, so you know the game puts your imagination at the forefront, with the world and story reacting to your choices, however morally heinous they may be. Play as one of 11 different races and 12 unique classes, then build a party with up to 4 other players to adventure, loot, battle, and romance your way across the Forgotten Realms, either online or with couch co-op. If you haven't played Baldur's Gate 1 or 2 yet, this is an excellent entry point to the series. You don't need to know the squid guy's name going in, it's fine. Baldur's Gate 3 is available on Steam today, August 3rd, and PlayStation 5, September 6th, so learn more at the link below.
I pride myself on never saying quick bits, so instead I'll just say,
yes!
Jacob Rush is an incredible writer, and hey, you got me. Just days after Hasbro claimed Activision had lost multiple decade-old Transformers games, Activision has clapped back. Activision's CCO and person who thinks The Last of Us' TV adaptation is an argument for the Microsoft merger, Lulu Chang Miservi, filled her contractual tweet quota by refuting Hasbro's statement, tweeting that they know exactly where they are. A Hasbro rep has since stated that the previous comments were made in error. I mean, in Hasbro's defense, you'd think the games would be hard to find. They are famously robots in disguise.
And they're always rolling out.
It was just a few days ago that Activision went on a banning spree, removing over 14,000 cheaters from their Call of Duty servers. And now, in a poetic coup de grace, cheaters in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0 will be flagged in real time in the kill feed, publicly marking them as frauds to everyone in the lobby before they're removed from the game, kind of like an athlete failing his third drug test. I mean, maybe public humiliation is a good thing?
Caning works, people.
In other news, Fantasian, the old school RPG from Final Fantasy creator Hironobu Sakaguchi, might finally be coming to PC. The game was originally released exclusively on Apple Arcade in 2021, but a listing for Fantasian has been found on SteamDB, a database of, well, everything on Steam. Sakaguchi did say earlier this year that he wanted to bring the game to other platforms, so maybe he's getting his wish, and soon non-Apple enjoyers will be able to experience the busted, frustrating mess that is the Rudy boss fight. The script says Linus go nuts and complain. All I need to say is that it's unfair because it's basically an RNG, whether you can beat it or not, because of all the barriers that it can put up, and if you happen to find the little scroll that helps you learn the ability that apparently makes it easy to beat, but I didn't. Nintendo has removed one of the many pieces of shovelware from the Switch's eShop. Don't count on an overall purge though, it was likely because of Sony. After all, PlayStation company copyright struck the trailer for Nintendo Switch application The Last Hope Dead Zone Survival from YouTube because it tried to copy The Last of Us, though it ended up succeeding about as well as your Uncle Lester's toupee succeeded at convincing anyone that it wasn't a toupee. Finally, we've got the event you've all been waiting for. The Excel World Championship is back, baby.
Woo!
Merge Madness is here again. The competitive Excel problem-solving competition will be televised Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time.
Will they excel or fail?
Nice. As part of ESPN's annual event, the OCO, which is...
The Ocho.
Oh, sorry. Which is Spanglish for L8. We shouldn't be joking though. Over 800,000 people have watched the full 2.5-hour Excel battle from last year, even though ESPN only aired a half-hour edit.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
This is great. Finally, esports for office workers is hitting the mainstream. And you should hit us again next Tuesday for more gaming news. Unless you think we're just too mainstream.
I was into Excel before it was cool.